To clear out his locker and say his goodbyes, because a loan deal has been agreed with West Ham United, and that deal does include an option to make it permanent at the end of the season as well. Look, it's fair to say KALVIN Phillips will leave Manchester City with a heavy heart. The move hasn't worked out as he probably expected, and yet at the same time he walks away a serial winner, doesn't he? He's a Premier League winner, he's a Champions League winner, he's a World Club Cup winner, but he just hasn't had the impact he'd hoped on the pitch, has he? Only 4 Premier League appearances off the bench this season, just 2 Premier League starts last season, 1 start in the League Cup this season. That was the defeat to Newcastle. And we did say at the beginning of the window, didn't we, there was a lot of interest in KALVIN Phillips, and hardly a surprise when you've got a senior international potentially available. Newcastle were one of the clubs interested in him at the beginning of the window, as were Juventus. Last week brought you the news that Barcelona and Atletico Madrid were potentially looking at the option of bringing him in on loan as well, and the finances around that. And of course, Roy Hodgson at Crystal Palace went public about him potentially putting his hand up if KALVIN Phillips was available. And it seems as though West Ham have won that race. But I say with a heavy heart, KALVIN Phillips potentially leaving Manchester City, because Pep Guardiola, despite the fact he didn't use him as regularly as you probably thought, he is very, very popular here. Pep Guardiola apologised back in October, saying he's sorry he hasn't used him more. He just can't fit him into his system. But character and ability can't be questioned. That character and ability appears to be heading to East London as he prepares to go for a medical at West Ham.
Yes,